You know what they say, expect the unexpected. Hi everyone and welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel, you've just found me in this nacho cheese universe of YouTube, well, thanks a lot for deciding to check out my content today. Hope you guys had a blast while you were here. And of course, if you enjoyed yourself, think about subscribing to the channel. It's free to do. Just smash down that subscribe button and you're helping my channel get closer to 10,000 subscribers. And it was all free, didn't cost you anything. And of course, turn on your notification bell and you'll see I have new content being uploaded daily. I look forward to seeing your comments in the comments section. Let's have a good time. So let's get down to this conversation. Things are not the way they used to be. From 2020 to 2021, from 2021 all the way to 2022. Things are different. There's a different feel in the air for what's going on out there. And no, I'm not talking about the latest, coolest Magic set out there. I'm talking about the reserve list. The amount of sales that have been happening on the reserve list over the course of this last year and a bit are phenomenal. And the real difference between up till, let's say, 2020, 2019, the real difference, it's not the high-end Magic cards that are all selling and disappearing. It's not the Moxen. It's not the Time Vault. It's not the Ancestral Recall, the Black Lotus. Those are all got their own markups. They're all awesome cards. But they're not the ones selling off the shelves by the tens of thousands, are they? No. I'm talking about everything else on that reserve list. Everything is a target, is a mark, is a hit-up card. When I go and I look at the sales from a previous week, and I match that against sales sheets that I've collected over the last year and a half now on certain cards, I can look at what a card price was in 2019. Let's say Copy Artifact for $10. And you look at Copy Artifact now. Things have changed. Things are different. Wheel of Fortune has been slowly uptrending, right? But that's not news. It was always kind of going up. How about Thrall Champion? How about Dwarven Pony? Didgeridoo? Autumn Willow? Baron Senior? Picture all kinds of those cards being bought out, disappearing and being bought up. It's getting pretty dry out there. Yeah, things get restocked. More people go through a bulk bin. But the difference is, as people get money and they start collecting these cards, and they fill a long box, and they fill a couple of binders full of a card that they love, they're not letting it go. It's not going back to market. It's disappearing again. And now that I'm starting to track more of these cards, and I get the emails, and I see my sales sheets, my spreadsheets about what's going on locally, as well as what I'm tracking around the world, times are changing. It's different. If you go and you want to buy City of Shadows, one of the buyout cards on my list, here in North America, you're talking less than 60 listings that I could track and find. Now, Card Market, overseas, still has a lot of listings there. But that's probably because we can't get access to them right now. Not without import fees, duties, and everything else to get that card to you. Duties. Getting that card to you is going to be difficult, so it costs a lot more money, and people aren't ready to take that plunge yet. At least not en masse. There might be a few people buying the odd card. I know the store I deal with in Australia, they've had a lot of their stuff bought out that is old school stuff. Alphas, betas, unlimited, reserve list, non-reserve list. Times are changing, things are getting different. More players seem to be taking an interest in the collectability factor. It has nothing to do with the playability factor of the card. They care about the collectability of it being on the reserve list. That's what they care about. How do I know this? Because people are telling me. I don't care if it's an amazing card. I like that artist. I like that artwork. I want to build a binder that is just filled with that card. I want a whole binder full of Team Thrall. I want a whole binder filled with kudzu. I want a whole binder full of Lich. Got that email? Pretty awesome. I hope you get there. It is a different world, a different beast living out there in the world of Magic the Gathering now. Because it's not just the people who think a cool playable card, like a Metalworker. It's the people out there who just say, I love this card. I've always enjoyed that artwork, and I'm going to get it. And by the way, it doesn't have to be people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s buying those cards. It's not. Got a lot of proof to that. And I can see it's younger people taking an interest, but they have a smaller bank book, and they're taking their chances buying a few spatterings of cards here and there. Different world. And where will that leave those stores when they start running out and nobody's selling it back to them? Their buy lists go up. When you can't get a Soldevi for less than $100, when you can't get a City of Shadows for less than $500, it'll be a different world, and it won't go back. Because after you spend $500 for a card, you're less likely to take less than that, aren't you? You'll just hold it and say, oh, I've already paid for it. I might as well hold on until the price goes up. And that's what players do sometimes as well. They just hold it and put it away. Hence the phrase, hold the line. But the difference between 2018 and 2022, which is only 4 short years. Really. And those sales have been coming in spurts. But here's the real thing that people aren't recognizing. It's coming faster. It's not taking as long for a card to settle back down, which is like 90 days, before somebody recognizes that and buys extra copies. People and friends go together and they buy a few more copies as a joke. I'm still buying my cards each and every month. And I'm trying not to let the price spike up. Team Soldevi? Yeah. Team Thrall? You know it. Also got my Lodestone Bauble, got my City of Shadows coming, and of course, Bolduvian Trading Post. And I'm just one person. Think of all the other players and the people who watch this channel and people who might be on other channels. Yeah, definitely a different beast out there. And people had better start recognizing it. And if there's a card out there you want, you better hone in on it and get your sights on the ball. Because this is a 4 short year period. What's 4 more years going to bring? What's 4 years after that going to bring? That only puts me in my early 50s. How bad will it be by that point? Fascinating. Because after I've had the weekend and I had time to put this video together and I added up the sheets, I know personally where there are 1,509 City of Shadows now. But think about the print run of City of Shadows. I only know where 1,509 are. I know where 3,412 Soldevi excavations are. That's not that many compared to the print run. But every time these cards get bought and a store has to go to a bulk bin or go in the back or look for trade, there's always a little bit less. Because look at City of Shadows, look at some of these cards, they're not getting restocked the same way. The lower end ones are. But again, they're still cheap. They're like $1. The stores haven't recognized that a reserve list card probably shouldn't be $1. No reserve list card should probably be $1. Because there's a collector out there who might want to get their hands on it. And when they see $1 and they see, oh, this store has put 60 up for sale, I'll just spend $60 and buy all 60. That's the same as them just getting one fetch land, right? But they're all reserve list. And they can do with it what they will. Hold it for another 30 years. It's up to them. Fascinating stuff. So, if there are those few cards left, and all those stocks and savings of the reserve list, remember, each building is a reserve list card. And each one on its print run is how many shares are available in that company. There's the exclusive ones. Tolarian Academy is a pretty exclusive place. Remember, I didn't graduate Magic University. And the stock in that company, there's not many available. Even less so in the Black Lotus Citadel. But there are other cards there are lots left. And those are the ones that people are going for. Until those prices rise. And then they'll go for another one. And then those prices go up. And they'll settle back down as they get restocked. But if that person is staying on target, they will go back and grab it again. And they'll go back again and again. I'm still buying my Thrall Champion, but I'm not buying as many. I'm waiting to see if the price settles down. So I can save a few bucks. Because if they ever bring back any of these cards, or if any of these cards ever become playable, that just makes it a double threat. Playable and desired, triple threat. Oh, by the way, they're all on the reserve list, right? So either way, they're not coming back. Hence the little background thumbnail of a desert because we're running out of cards. There's no ocean left. It's more like a giant lake. A deep lake, but still just a lake. And every day there's people coming over with a bucket, and they're filling it up and taking it home. And that lake just got a little more shallow. But I love looking at the figures and the stats. I thank the people who are sending me the emails and photos. Awesome. Names have been added. Don't worry. As far as me going for another bio card, not going to happen. As far as how many are left out there, we will never really know how many are officially out there because there's no tracking system for that. Right? When people ask me, I'm like, you don't really know. When somebody says, what will the next target be to be bought out? What do you know? Nobody can tell you that because everyone's an individual. Everyone's got favorite cards. It's not going to happen that way. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. I got my own plans. I tell that to people on my Patreon. You guys know the truth. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Because I did. And there's just not a lot out there. And the world has definitely just flipped upside down from where it was 4 years ago. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic day today. Because we all deserve it. Because we held the line. And I'm going to get some nachos and cheese. And that's the way it's going to be. Have a great day. And of course, a big shout out goes out to each and every fantastic patron on my channel. Way to go, guys. We're all still here. The patrons have made it happen. And for those of you hoping to get on the Patreon slots, there are none available. I'm sorry. They are sold out at this time. Look back April 1st. Well, we're here again. No, it's not time for dance lessons. What were you thinking? This isn't dance class. Dance class is on Sunday. But I'm going to shed some light on some stuff here. Going to help you carry the torch, as it were. You know what? Dancing is important. Gotta stay limber, gotta get your exercise. It's good for you. Swimming's good too. Maybe some running. What does this have to do with the end of the video? I have absolutely no clue. They're just some thoughts that have been entering my head because we're getting nicer weather, which means I get to go outside more and I need to exercise. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are. And if you've made it this long, you can put a big boomstick there. All right? No, we're done with the boomstick. How about we put... Nah, it's boomstick. I'm just kidding. Have a great one, guys.